Good evening, Palm Lake parents, and welcome to our 2012 open house. My name is Danny Axtell, and I have the pleasure and privilege of being the principal of Palm Lake Elementary. I may be new to the position, but I am not new to the school. My career started at Palm Lake over 26 years ago as one of the first teachers that welcomed the very first students to the school. I spent the better part of 12 years teaching elementary school until I decided to pursue a holistic approach to education as an administrator. I was the principal of that open neighboring Thornbrook Elementary, and most recently, I was selected to energize at the middle school level. All of this has primed me to come back to the place where it all began and where my heart lives, and that's Palm Lake Elementary. Parents, I've had the opportunity to see and interact in many learning models, but the quality of education and the nurturing environment at Palm Lake Elementary is without question one of the very best in Florida. But unfortunately, that does not shield us from the extreme cuts happening to education spending. After the recent legislative slash, Florida schools will see a cut of another $542 per student. That makes it the state's lowest contribution to education since 2003. What does that mean to us at Palm Lake Elementary? It simply means that we look to our PTA funds instead of government dollars to assist with teaching supplies, our science programs, our accelerator reader programs, and much more. It was your financial contributions during the fundraisers last year that allowed us to maintain the level of excellence. On behalf of every single student, we thank you for that. But I'm not a maintain type principal. I'm a growth principal, and it's not my hope, it is my goal and my charge to take what we have established in the present and move our Palm Lake students forward into the technology-rich, well-rounded future. Where will it start? iPads. The PTA has purchased iPads with a mobile cart of 20 iPads that we will share with the classes. It may be groundbreaking in elementary, but it's the fact, it's practical. Technology is the direction the world is moving. To borrow from an all too frequently used phrase, the paradigm has shifted. We must prepare our children. Sounds great, right? Well, here's the challenge. We have only one cart being used between 37 classes. We want, at the very least, one per floor, per building, and ultimately one per grade level. Right now, the children might have access to the cart once every 6 weeks. We want to take it to every 3 weeks and soon once a week. With that, we need innovative applications, engaging programs, and teacher training to integrate into the curriculum. Let's set our kids up to be the leaders in middle, high school, and beyond. It all starts here in the elementary school, and it can start now. Now, let's turn our attention from the indoor to the outdoors. The Florida sun takes a toll on our children as they engage in physical education and recess. We want to purchase outdoor sunshade awnings and move our water lines to position them right outside our active areas. These educational and environmental objectives might be out of reach for some schools, but not for us at Palm Lake Elementary. We are considered one of the top schools in the county. I want to be the top school. I want to be the school that's the strongest model for academic excellence, a school that fosters an educational environment that will honor our past, inform our present, and direct our future. So I ask you for your help and support in our efforts. I ask you as a parent myself, as the principal, and as the champion who will lead the charge. What we need is simple. We need your financial support. Our goal is at least $100 per student. That translates to about 50 cents a day. That 50 cents allows us to maintain our current programs, infuse technology, and of course, to continue to keep the children safe and healthy. Every single penny that we raise will go towards these efforts. We also ask that you consider a tax-deductible donation of your iPad to the program when you or your business plans to upgrade. And we ask that you look into corporate matching funds and grants. There are over 200 companies that offer the benefits to their employees. With the deep cuts that we are seeing in education funding, we can no longer count on the government to take our students' learning into the technology era. The parent participation at Palm Lake has always been the envy of schools around the county. The commitment of our PTA is a story of success. They speak on behalf of you, the parents, the teachers, and of course their focus is always on our children. I am proud to introduce you to two very passionate members of our PTA, President Miss Cynthia Schweitzer and our Treasurer Miss Libby Lamb. But before I sign off, I want to share something with you. Ever since I was a little boy, my dad would always ask, Daniel, are you going to do better tomorrow than you did today? And he'd always ask, Daniel, are you going to be a better principal this year than you were next? Parents, I answer that with a reassuring, yes, I will. I will help to make a difference in your child's life today, tomorrow, and into the future. Welcome to the Palm Lake Open House, and thank you for your support. Be proud to be a Palm Lake Bobcat. I know I am.
Good evening, parents. My name is Cynthia Cardenas Schweitzer, and I am your PTA president this year.
And my name is Libby Lamb. I'm the PTA treasurer and the Bobcat Fund president. My job as the PTA treasurer is to manage the PTA funds, and my job as the Bobcat Fund president is to work with the PTA and administration to identify the most innovative ways to get what we need here at Palm Lake. This evening, we want to share with you what your children experienced today at the kickoff of our Bobcat Hero fundraiser, where we get to keep 100% of the funds.
Our children were taken on a journey by the Cat in the Hat through the forest of the Lorax, learning about respect, collaboration, and our impact on the world around us.
And then into the high-tech world of Star Wars, where they were encouraged to embrace a future that they can help create.
Today, each child received an envelope with information about our Bobcat Hero fundraiser. Our campaign's goal is to raise funds for additional technology, training, and outdoor awnings. This, of course, is after we fund over $25,000 in school projects. Did you know the PTA pays for the Accelerated Reader program? We also give money to Mrs. Martin for all her character development programs. Just 2 weeks ago, the entire school participated in the We Will Roar Assembly, organized by her and paid directly from the funds of PTA Gives Character Development. Did you know that PTA also gives over $10,000 directly to the teachers for supplies and programs used in their classrooms?
So forget selling candles and wrapping paper and magazines. Once again this year, we're asking you for $100 per child, which calculates to 50 cents a day. Like last year, we will accept checks, cash, and credit cards. You can go online to palmlakepta.com. And we also understand that $100 can be a lot of money. So this year, we're offering the opportunity to pledge $20 a month for 5 months. You can also donate your iPad. If you're upgrading to a new iPad, you can donate your version 1 or 2, and you'll also get a tax donation for that. Any donation over $25, and we'll give you a tax-deductible certificate.
We encourage students to get involved. Last year, we asked them to be creative and courageous, and they delivered by setting up lemonade stands, walking the dog, having garage sales, washing cars, and even a student song-a-thon popped around the area. Creative. With a sense of pride and several pennies in their pockets, we had Palm Lake students make a big difference on their very own. Each child that raised at least $100 or the equivalent will enjoy a lunch on the stage with a Jedi. That's right. In addition, we will continue to recognize purpose, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence as part of our Bobcat pride. It is very important that as we embark on this campaign, we never lose sight of the importance of strong ethics and social responsibility. And if you're asking, what do we do with the extra funds?
I'm proud to say that we have an answer, and it's a good one. Less than 1 year ago, we began researching ways that the Palm Lake PTA can help offset budget shortfalls. We discovered the Foundation for Orange County Public Schools existed to help schools with this exact problem. With excitement, we created the Bobcat Fund, which has the ability to make purchases based on price and quality rather than vendor approval. It allows for swift transactions, and it's run by our own board, which is comprised of parents, staff, and administration, and it's approved by the county. We welcome parent involvement in our Bobcat Fund Committee, and much of the money that's raised over the next few weeks from the Palm Lake family will be moved into the fund to support Mr. Axtell's vision, and I can guarantee you that things will move quickly.
Tonight we kick off our campaign, and we thank you in advance for your support of Palm Lake, your investment in learning, and for coming to hear about all the exciting things your child will experience throughout the year. With Mr. Axtell at the helm, we look forward to embracing the future of education
Together.